I actually got started in early 2000. It was a total career change for me, though. I have my master's degree in audiology, so I worked with hearing impairments and clients with hearing aids and did hearing testing. And I had loved the paperwork side of that as well as the sales side, but I just felt like I wasn't doing enough for my clients. I felt like at that time the hearing aids were not perfected, and I was looking for just more that feeling of wow, that having that wow factor with clients in the end, and just wanting to see something more result driven. So a few years prior to that, my husband and I had actually refinanced. And at that point, I said to him, that is exactly what I want to do. I want to be a mortgage consultant. And what I ended up doing then a few years as I just researched the position more, and I found a company that hired me on as an assistant. And I started off as an assistant with a small company, Prestige Mortgage, who was wonderful. They trained me on everything, and that's how I got my start. Well, as goofy as it sounds, I think I tend to thrive off the stress and craziness. Not that we want it like that every day, but especially the challenges on a difficult file and just figuring out options for clients on their financing when maybe nobody else had figured out another option or they told them there wasn't anything out there for them. I really enjoy the extra challenge. Well, honestly, I surround myself with a team that is always keeping me up to date with the new technology and trends and testing me. My girls at my team are much younger than I, and they love to challenge me daily with all the new things that are available. And of course, we all want to have a mindset like Justin. He's our main marketing director, and he has been very helpful with everything with digital technology. We have many different touch points that we use throughout the process as a team. And this kind of changes a little bit with the market, I feel. I would have to say the best right now is just really using different strategies to get our offers accepted. When our clients are in multiple offers, I want to do everything that I can to get their offer accepted. And the main thing is just working side by side with the realtor. And we also have a $10,000 underwriting guarantee. So clients that fit under that program, we offer the underwriting guarantee too. So they're fully approved through underwriting, and that definitely helps. Well, I would have to say several years ago, I remember a gal calling me. She was just moving from California at the time, and my heart went out to her. She was newly divorced, and she and her kids were moving to Minnesota. And at the time, she didn't make enough money. Her debt ratios were higher. Her credit score was lower. We had a lot of work to do. I knew it was going to be quite the challenge, but I could just tell in her voice how much she wanted to get a home for her kiddos and just kind of get a fresh start. It took us a few years, but she was just so motivated. Like every year she'd come back to me. She was making more money. Her credit score had improved. Debt ratios were lower. And this summer we closed on her beautiful home. She's loving it. So I'll never forget that one. Great client. My dream vacation, well, I'm going to have to say it's the middle of winter here in Minnesota, so I'm looking out at the snow, which I don't mind, but anywhere with an amazing white sandy beach. And I'm thinking Bora Bora, because my daughter has told me about this place, that's where she wants to go for her honeymoon. It just looks like a beautiful place. Well, this is my most treasured possession. This is Brody. It's actually my daughter's dog and her fiance, but we get to watch him and babysit for him. And he is just a bunch of fun. Say hi, Brody. So the most famous person I've met is actually when our daughter was a baby, we were at the airport and Walter Matthau was filming in Minnesota, his show or his movie, Grumpy Old Men. And he came up to us, actually to my daughter. She was probably like 6 months old. And I just remember he was like, she had chubby cheeks. He'd squeeze her cheeks and he said something like coochie coochie coo or, but it was pretty neat. So it would have to be Walter Matthau. And then just recently, The Bachelorette, love that show. Becca was on from Minnesota and we were out eating at a restaurant with our friends and she was there with her mom and I ended up in her Instagram photo the next day in the background. So I was famous for a day. This one is difficult because I've always joked and said, oh, I'd love to be a meteorologist. So I'd like to do this. I'd like to do that. But honestly, I think the other thing would be I love to decorate, house decorating or like flipping houses, anything with HGTV related. Number one would have to be my husband. He's always been supporting me, even from day one when he thought I was crazy to go through a career change. He's never doubted me. Second would be my kids, my son and my daughter, and my family for putting up with me with all the craziness and the ups and downs in this business and just being patient with me. And last but not least would be my amazing team. I couldn't do it without them. I align myself with positive people that want to make a difference in people's lives. And it's so nice being around them. They're just always willing to chip in and help out.